So today, we're going to dig into something pretty wild. It's a platform that's making some huge promises about revolutionizing software development, and it's doing it with a team of 5 specialized AI agents. But the numbers they're reporting, honestly, they're so big they just sound made up. Right? This quote pretty much sums it up. It all starts with this moment of just total disbelief on a customer call. I mean, when someone tells you they can make you 50 times faster, your first thought is probably the same as this person's. No way, that's impossible. So today, we're going to unpack how they get to a number like that. All right, let's just tackle those impossible numbers head on. What are we actually talking about here? What are the specific claims, and where is the data for all this coming from? Okay, look at these numbers. The scale here is just wow. We're not talking about a small 10 or 20% improvement. The source is reporting that generating user stories is 50 times faster, creating tests 60 times faster. And then there's release documentation, which is a mind-blowing 120 times faster. This isn't just making things a little more efficient, this is changing the entire game. And get this, it's not just a few specific tasks they've cherry-picked. The data shows that across entire teams, the average productivity gain was over 63%. And the source makes a point to say this was before they even rolled out some key features, like something called metadata awareness. That suggests these numbers could be even higher today. So the big question is, how? How is any of this even possible? Well, the source says the secret isn't one single super smart AI. It's actually a team of 5 specialized agents all working together. And this really gets to the heart of it. Think about it this way. On one side, you've got the kind of general purpose AI we all know, like ChatGPT. It's a jack of all trades, you can ask it anything. But on the other side, you have this specialized model, a team of 5 experts. Each one is a master of its own specific domain, and they all work together like a well-oiled machine. So let's meet the team. Each of these agents is built to handle one specific phase of the software development lifecycle. You've got the plan agent, the build agent, the test agent, release, and operate. Together, they've got the whole process covered, the whole shebang, from start to finish. Okay, so that's the setup. It sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like when you put it to work? Let's get into some real-world examples of what these agents can do. First up, the plan agent. Now, typically, the process of gathering requirements and writing out all the detailed user stories, that can take a team anywhere from 14 to 26 hours of meetings and back and forth. The source shows that by letting the AI agent listen in on meeting transcripts, that whole process gets slashed down to just 4 to 7 hours. Let that sink in for a second. That's an 80% reduction in the time it takes just to do the planning. It means your developers get clear, actionable work so much faster. So how does it pull that off? Well, the secret sauce seems to be this idea of metadata awareness. The AI isn't just reading a transcript. It's actually looking at your organization's existing code. It knows your features, it understands your data structures, it sees how everything is configured. And it's that context that lets it generate ideas that are actually useful and ready to be implemented. And the story continues with the build agent. We see the exact same kind of pattern, a feature that's moderately complex, something that would normally take a developer 6 to 10 hours to code and document. Yeah, that's now cut down to just 1 or 2 hours of mostly reviewing and tweaking the AI's work. Numbers are one thing, but this quote from a developer on the inside, this really brings it home. A story point is basically a unit of work that often means a full day of coding for one developer. He's saying that same amount of work, a full day's work, can now be done in 5 minutes. That completely changes what it means to be a developer. And now, for what might be the craziest speed up of them all, the test agent. Anyone who's worked in software knows that manually creating all the test scripts is a huge pain, a notorious bottleneck that can take 9 to 18 hours. The source claims the AI agent can create that same amount of test coverage in 20 to 40 minutes. A job that took days now takes less time than your lunch break. So yeah, the gains from each individual agent are obviously huge, but the source argues that the real magic, the true power, isn't in any single agent. It's what happens when they all start working together. I mean, let's just run through these unbelievable numbers one more time. We're looking at 80% faster planning, 5 times faster development, and then these completely off-the-charts 60 and 120 times gains in testing and docs. Any one of these would be a total game changer.
And here is the most important takeaway. You don't just add these time savings up. The real power is that they multiply. Think about it, because each step in the process feeds the next one. The speed compounds. Faster planning means developers get to work sooner. Faster coding means testers get the code earlier. The speed of the entire pipeline doesn't just add up, it actually multiplies. For a business, this is massive. It's not just about saving hours, it's about being able to react to the market, launch new features, and innovate at a speed that used to be pure science fiction.
So what's next? Where is all of this going? The source wraps up by giving us a peek into the future of software development, and it might not be what you think. And here's a real kicker. The source argues this isn't some far-off futuristic dream. As Kevin from Copado says here, for the teams who are already using this platform, this isn't the future. It's happening right now. It's their present. And that really leaves us with one big final question to chew on. We've just seen how a team of specialized AI agents can completely reshape the process of building software. So it makes you wonder, what other big, complex, multi-step process is next on the list? What will be the next industry that gets totally transformed by a team of AI agents?